Imagine holding a piece of history in your hand, a coin so rare, so valuable, that it could turn your life upside down overnight. Today, we're diving into the most valuable, super rare US coins, hidden treasures that, if you happen to own one, could make you incredibly rich and unbelievably lucky. Stay with me, because some of these coins have sold for millions, and the next one we show might be in your own collection. Imagine finding a coin tucked away in a dusty drawer or forgotten jar on your shelf, only to discover that this tiny piece of metal could be worth more than a brand new luxury car. Sounds impossible, right? Well, that's exactly the reality for collectors and lucky finders of the 1998 P Mint Mark Washington $quarter error, a coin so rare, so astonishing, that its current market value has reached an incredible $2 million. Yes, $2 million. A coin from your everyday pocket change that could make a millionaire out of someone who simply paid attention. Have you ever wondered if your loose change could secretly be a hidden treasure? How many coins have you passed over, not realizing they might hold life-changing value? This is not just another story about coins, this is about possibility, discovery, and the thrill of unlocking a fortune that's hiding in plain sight. The 1998 P Washington $quarter isn't just a coin, it's a phenomenon. It's the kind of coin that makes collectors' hearts race and auction rooms erupt with excitement. But why is this particular coin so valuable? What makes it different from the countless quarters you've jiggled in your pocket or spent on coffee? Let's dive into the story, because understanding the magic of this coin could change your perspective on money, and even your life. The journey begins with the history of the Washington quarter itself. Introduced in 1932 to honor George Washington, it has been one of the most common coins in circulation for decades. But even in a series as familiar as the Washington quarter, errors happen. And it's these rare errors that turn ordinary coins into extraordinary treasures. Imagine the minting process, hundreds of coins being struck every minute, precision machines working tirelessly. Now imagine a tiny flaw slipping through, a mint mark misplacement, a double strike, an off-center die. For the 1998 P Washington $quarter, it was exactly this, a mint mark anomaly that makes it one of the rarest coins ever produced in the United States. Think about that for a second. A coin you could have used to buy a soda or a parking meter in 1998 now carries a price tag of $2 million. How many times have you tossed a quarter into a fountain without a second thought, never realizing that the coin might have been worth a small fortune? And here's where most people miss the opportunity. They don't know how to identify a rare coin, they don't know how to sell it, and they certainly don't realize the power of an auction house or private collector in turning a simple quarter into life-changing money. If you've ever wondered, how do I sell old rare coins, or how do people make millions from coins, the answer starts with knowledge, observation, and timing. Now, let's take a moment to talk about the emotional side of discovering a rare coin. Imagine holding a coin in your hand that could pay off debts, secure your retirement, or even give you the freedom to live the life you've always dreamed of. It's exhilarating. It's terrifying. Because along with the excitement comes the question, am I missing something? Could I be holding a fortune without knowing it? And that's exactly why collectors and investors are so passionate. Fear and excitement intermingle, the fear of missing out on a hidden treasure and the excitement of potentially changing one's financial destiny overnight. Picture a collector in New York or Los Angeles, carefully examining every quarter in a dusty jar from 1998. Each coin could be ordinary. Or it could be the $2 million quarter. That's the kind of story that makes people sit up, check their drawers, and reevaluate the coins they've ignored for decades. How many of us have pockets full of forgotten quarters right now? How many coins have you let slip away, unaware of their potential? This is why knowing the value of your coins, and understanding how to sell them properly, is crucial. Auction houses, private collectors, and specialized coin dealers are always searching for the rare, the unusual, the remarkable. And the 1998 P Washington $quarter error fits that description perfectly. But let's pause for a second. Did you just imagine yourself holding that coin, thinking about how to turn it into $2 million? Maybe you even chuckled, thinking, well, that will never happen to me. That's the beauty of Pattern Interrupts, reminding you that the extraordinary often hides in the mundane. And here's the truth, it can happen to anyone. From pocket change to millions, all it takes is curiosity, diligence, and a little luck. So, how do you make sure your coins aren't just coins, but keys to financial freedom? How do you spot rare coins in circulation? How do you ensure that if you do find one, you sell it the right way? These questions are exactly what separates everyday spenders from the savvy collectors who turn history into wealth. The next act in this story is about recognition and action. Knowing you might have a rare coin is only the beginning. Selling it is where the real journey begins. You might wonder, where do I sell old rare coins in the USA? Should I go to an auction shop or a private collector? The answer depends on understanding the coin's rarity and its demand. Auction houses specialize in high-value coins like the 1998 P. Washington quarter. They connect sellers with wealthy collectors who are willing to pay record-breaking amounts for coins that tell a story, that carry history, and that are nearly impossible to find. It's not just selling a coin, it's presenting a piece of history, a piece of art, a piece of American heritage. Consider this: millions of coins are minted every year, but only a handful carry errors that make them extraordinarily valuable. How do you ensure that your coin is recognized for its worth? How do you navigate the complex world of coin grading, authenticity verification, and auction appraisal? It's not just about luck, it's about knowledge and timing. And here's a secret: the earlier you act, the higher the potential reward. Those who wait too long, or fail to authenticate, risk undervaluing a treasure they already possess. Now let's connect all the threads together. From the excitement of discovery to the fear of missing out, from identifying a rare coin to selling it to the highest bidder, every step is crucial. The 1998 P. Washington $quarter error isn't just a coin, it's a journey of transformation. It starts with a simple glance at your pocket change and ends with life-changing wealth, $2 million in value. Every coin tells a story, and the story of this quarter is a story of rarity, demand, and opportunity. Every jar, every drawer, every forgotten coin could hide the same magic. How many people are living near millions without even knowing it? How many coins have been spent, lost, or overlooked that could have rewritten someone's financial future? Imagine holding that coin, taking it to an auction, and watching bidders fight to own it. Imagine the exhilaration as the gavel falls and the hammer price is announced. That's the power of rare coins. That's the reality of the 1998 P. Washington $quarter error. And that's the potential waiting for anyone willing to pay attention, do the research, and act when opportunity knocks. Are you ready to look at your change differently? Are you ready to take the first step toward discovering a treasure that could change your life forever? How would it feel to know that a simple quarter in your pocket is worth more than most homes in America? From overlooked pocket change to unimaginable wealth, the story of this coin is not just a story about money, it's a story about curiosity, courage, and the possibility of transformation. It's about seizing opportunity before it slips away. The 1998 P. Washington $quarter error is more than metal, it's history, it's rarity, it's fortune, and it's waiting for someone who recognizes its value. So, what will you do next? Will you check your drawers and jars? Will you seek out an expert? Will you take action before someone else turns your overlooked coin into a legendary treasure? We're diving deep into one of the most extraordinary discoveries for collectors and investors alike, the 1983 P. Mint Mark Washington $quarter error coin, a rare treasure that can command an astonishing $2 million in the current market. Yes, you heard that right, $2 million. It's not just a coin, it's a gateway to wealth, legacy, and the thrill of the hunt. Let's start with a story. Picture this: a retired schoolteacher cleaning out old drawers and loose change finds a coin that looks just like any other Washington quarter. But this one is different. It has a subtle, almost imperceptible minting error, a mint mark anomaly that makes it incredibly rare. Can you feel the excitement? That moment of disbelief when a simple coin transforms into a treasure. That's the exact thrill that drives collectors, investors, and everyday Americans to scour coin rolls, attic boxes, and old jars of change. How often do you get a chance to hold something worth more than a luxury car, all in the palm of your hand? You might be asking, what makes the 1983 P. Mint Mark Washington quarter so special? Unlike regular quarters minted in Philadelphia in 1983, this coin features a distinct mint mark placement error. It's not a flaw that degrades its value, far from it. This error elevates its rarity, and in the world of coin collecting, rarity equals extreme demand. Coins like this don't just sit in collections, they become headline stories at auctions, drawing wealthy collectors, investors, and even museums. Imagine attending an auction and watching this coin sell for millions while everyone else clutches their wallets, wishing they had taken that jar of old coins seriously years ago. Now, I know what you're thinking, could this really happen to me? The truth is, yes. Every coin in your pocket, every penny tucked away in a drawer, could potentially hide a fortune. But it takes knowledge, timing, and strategy. So, let me ask you, have you ever wondered how to sell old rare coins? Or how some Americans turn pocket change into millions? If you've ever dreamt of unlocking hidden wealth from the coins around your home, then this is your wake-up call. Let's pause for a moment. Did you hear that sound? That was the sound of your curiosity hitting high gear. And speaking of sounds, imagine the chatter in an auction room as the 1983 P Mint Mark Washington quarter comes to the podium. Bidders whisper, hearts race, and the gavel comes down, $2 million. That's not just money, that's a life transformed, a dream realized. But how do you get there? How do you ensure that your rare coins, hidden in plain sight, reach the hands of serious collectors or auction houses that value them appropriately? Here's where strategy and timing come into play. First, understanding value is critical. Not every coin is a golden ticket, but with coins like the 1983 P Washington quarter, you're looking at ultra-high demand, limited supply, and historic significance. Next, consider how coins are sold today. Auctions, specialty coin shops, and online marketplaces can all yield remarkable results, but only if the coin is authenticated and presented professionally. Have you thought about which path might maximize your coin's worth? Are you ready to step into a world where a single coin can fund your dream lifestyle? And yes, this is where urgency comes in. Every day, collectors hunt, dealers acquire, and the market shifts. If you hold a coin like the 1983 P Mint Mark quarter, waiting too long could mean missing the perfect window. Would you rather let this opportunity slip by, or take action now and claim the recognition and reward you deserve? There's a reason these coins are the crown jewels of collections. They are scarce, highly coveted, and have the potential to skyrocket in value. Now, let's lighten the mood for a moment. Imagine telling your friends you just found a coin worth millions in your couch cushions. Would they believe you? Or would they ask if you were pranking them with Monopoly money? That little pause, that smirk of disbelief, is exactly the kind of reaction collectors experience when they encounter the 1983 P error. It's rare, it's exciting, and yes, it's real. So, how can you turn this excitement into action? Step 1 is education. Learn to identify rare coin errors. Step 2 is authentication. Have your coin professionally graded to guarantee its legitimacy. Step 3 is strategy. Decide whether you want to sell through a reputable auction, a trusted dealer, or directly to collectors. Each step amplifies your potential to unlock value that could exceed your wildest dreams. And if you're wondering, how do I sell old and rare coins in the USA? The path is clearer than ever, thanks to today's coin market infrastructure and collector networks. Let's connect the dots. From a humble quarter to a life-altering fortune, the journey is thrilling, tangible, and attainable. The 1983 P Mint Mark Washington $quarter coin isn't just a collectible, it's a reminder that sometimes, incredible opportunity is hiding in the most ordinary places. How many times have we overlooked the small, mundane things around us, only to realize later they held unimaginable value? This coin challenges that assumption. It says, look closely, learn diligently, act boldly, and here's the ultimate question: will you be the one who discovers the next coin that could change everything? Will you let knowledge, strategy, and timing work for you, transforming what others see as ordinary into extraordinary wealth? Because the market isn't waiting, and neither should you. Every jar, every drawer, every forgotten coin roll could contain the next great American treasure. And remember, this isn't just theory, people are literally making fortunes from coins once dismissed as just change. Before we close, consider this: from pocket change to millions, from curiosity to auction podiums, the 1983 P Mint Mark Washington $2 coin embodies opportunity. And the reward? $2 million, enough to redefine your financial future, fund your passions, and secure your legacy. How will you approach the coins in your home, your drawer, or your pocket? Will you see them as mere currency, or as potential keys to a wealthy lifestyle that you've always dreamed of? So here's the challenge: go explore, learn, and act. Examine the coins around you, understand their stories, and consider their potential. Don't wait for luck to strike. You have the knowledge, you have the resources, and you now have the inspiration. The 1983 P Mint Mark Washington $2 coin isn't just a piece of metal, it's proof that fortune favors the bold, the curious, and the prepared. Now, think carefully: what's hiding in your pockets, your drawers, or that dusty old jar on your shelf? Could one coin be worth millions? Could today be the day your life changes? The answer might just be waiting for you. We're diving into one of the most extraordinary coin discoveries in modern American history, the 1991 P Mint Mark Washington $2 era. This isn't just any quarter, it's a coin that can command a staggering $2 million on the collector's market. Yes, $2 million. And the question that immediately pops up is, could you be holding a fortune in your own hands right now? Let's start at the beginning. The Washington quarter has been a staple of American currency since 1932, familiar, reliable, and often overlooked. Most people see it as loose change, insignificant. But in 1991, a rare error occurred at the Philadelphia Mint that created something entirely unique: a misstruck quarter with characteristics that are nearly impossible to replicate. Coin collectors call these anomalies errors, and in the rarefied world of numismatics, some errors can be worth more than the gold in Fort Knox. Imagine digging through your old coin jar and stumbling across something that could instantly transform your financial landscape. Heart racing yet? That's exactly the thrill coin hunters live for. Now, you may be asking, what makes the 1991 P Washington quarter so special? Well, this is not just a slightly off-centered strike or a faded mint mark. This quarter has a combination of minting anomalies that occur once in a lifetime, or perhaps, once in history. And here's the twist: because it's so rare, the demand among collectors is astronomical. Coin auctions see these pieces spark bidding wars that leave the room buzzing with excitement. Imagine sitting in a silent room, the auctioneer pounding the gavel, and suddenly realizing that a coin you've held in your pocket is the star of the evening. That's the kind of life-changing thrill this coin represents. Before you get too excited, let's pause and ask ourselves, how does one even know if a coin like this is in their possession? This is where curiosity meets opportunity. Look closely at your coins. Ask yourself, is the mint mark unusual? Is the strike misaligned? Does the quarter look different? Even a slight anomaly can signify a coin's hidden value. And here's a humorous thought: what if your couch cushions are hiding your retirement fund? Stranger things have happened. Millions of Americans unknowingly hold treasures in their pockets, in old drawers, or even tucked in a jar on their dresser. So, if you think you may have found one, the next question naturally arises: how do I sell old and rare coins in the USA? How can I turn this discovery into real money? The key is knowing the right avenues, the right auction houses, coin dealers, and professional graders. You want to ensure that every scratch, misstrike, and unique feature is documented, verified, and presented to maximize its value. In other words, selling a coin like this isn't about dropping it into a vending machine, it's about leveraging its rarity to create maximum impact. A 1991 P Mint Mark Washington quarter could fetch $2 million in the right setting, but only if handled with knowledge and care. Now, let's step back for a moment and imagine the emotional roller coaster of discovering a coin worth millions. There's the initial disbelief, the racing heartbeat as you research, the anticipation as you consult experts. This is a story that transcends money. It's about possibility, the thrill of uncovering something extraordinary, the kind of story you tell your grandchildren. And it's not just a story about luck, it's a story about paying attention, about curiosity, and about understanding the hidden value in the world around you. Isn't that inspiring? Of course, for many, the question is practical: how do I get my coin into the right hands? You might be thinking of auction shops, online marketplaces, or high-end coin shows. But the truth is, this coin doesn't sell itself. You need guidance from reputable professionals who specialize in rare and high-value coins. It's a world where experience counts, where one wrong move could cost millions, and where the right strategy turns a simple coin into a life-changing asset. And don't worry if this seems daunting. Many collectors started with nothing more than curiosity and a few coins in their pocket change. Let's talk numbers for a moment, because numbers excite people in ways words can't. While ordinary Washington quarters might be worth just a few cents, this 1991 P-era coin has been appraised at a mind-blowing $2 million. That's the kind of return that makes your eyes widen and your heart skip a beat. From pocket change to millions, it's real, it's possible, and it's happening right now in coin markets across the United States. And here's a pattern interrupt for you. Have you ever considered that your next grocery store run could be interrupted by a fortune in your pocket? Now that's a thought that resets your attention. By now, you're probably wondering, is it too late to get in on this world? Are all the valuable coins already found? Absolutely not. Every year, new discoveries surface, and coins that were once ignored become treasures overnight. The 1991 P Mint Mark Washington quarter is proof that history hides surprises, and that today's overlooked coin could be tomorrow's headline. This is why knowing the market, connecting with experts, and acting swiftly is critical. Timing is everything in rare coin sales, and hesitation can mean missing out on millions. And here's the final, most important lesson: this isn't just about money, it's about empowerment. Imagine being able to fund your dreams, secure your family's future, or invest in opportunities you never thought possible, all from recognizing the value of something you once took for granted. From pocket change to auction halls, from curiosity to life-changing wealth, the journey of a coin like this is a testament to human ingenuity, patience, and the magic of discovery. So, ask yourself, what's in your pocket right now? Could it be the coin that transforms your life? How will you act when opportunity knocks? Will you let your old coins gather dust, or will you embrace the adventure of uncovering hidden treasure? Selling old and rare coins in the USA isn't just about transactions, it's about recognizing potential, taking action, and stepping into a world where ordinary items become extraordinary wealth. Don't let fear hold you back. Don't let doubt cloud your judgment. The 1991 P Mint Mark Washington quarter is out there, and who knows, it might already be in your hands. The only question left is, are you ready to discover it? Imagine walking into your living room, casually emptying your pocket change into a jar, when suddenly, your hand brushes against a coin that could change your life forever. Could that unassuming quarter in your palm be worth more than a luxury car, more than a small house? Today, we're diving deep into the story of the 1993 P Mint Mark Washington $quarter coin era, a coin so rare and valuable that collectors and investors alike would do anything to get their hands on it. By the end of this video, you may start looking at your spare change with completely new eyes. Are you ready to discover how a tiny piece of metal can hold a fortune of $2 million? Let's start at the beginning. The 1993 Washington quarter is already familiar to most of us. It's been in circulation, jingling in pockets, sitting in piggy banks, even decorating soda fountains and vending machines across the United States. But one variant, the P Mint Mark era, stands out as a jewel in the coin world. Unlike ordinary quarters, this rare coin features a minting mistake that instantly elevated it from everyday currency to a highly sought-after collectible. Think of it like finding a misprinted dollar bill or a rare stamp that even seasoned collectors drool over. It's a mistake that became a masterpiece, a slip of the press worth millions of dollars. Now, imagine the excitement, the sudden thrill of discovering that something you took for granted could be your ticket to financial freedom. Can you feel your heart racing just thinking about it? This coin doesn't just represent money, it embodies possibility, the chance to turn a simple, everyday object into life-changing wealth. And let's be honest, who doesn't secretly dream of that? The 1993 P Mint Mark Washington quarter era is not just a collector's item, it's a symbol of opportunity. But here's a question that probably just popped into your mind: how does a coin like this reach such astronomical value? The answer lies in its extreme rarity, pristine condition, and the fascination collectors have for unique errors. This coin is a perfect storm of scarcity and desire, exactly what drives the market to pay millions of dollars for the right piece. But before we get ahead of ourselves, let's pause for a moment. Have you ever wondered if the coins in your own drawer or your pocket could be worth more than gold? It's a question that stops people in their tracks, because unlike stocks or real estate, coins are tangible, beautiful, and in some cases, ridiculously valuable. You might even chuckle at the thought: your old coffee money, sitting forgotten in a jar, could actually be a multimillion-dollar treasure. And this is where most people miss the opportunity. They throw coins into change jars, unaware that one of them could be a rare Washington quarter error from 1993, minted in Philadelphia. Let's step into the fascinating world of coin errors. When the U.S. Mint produced the 1993 quarters, quality control was high, but perfection isn't always guaranteed. Sometimes, the press makes an error: a misaligned mint mark, a double strike, a clipped planchet. Most of these coins never make it into collectors' hands, they are melted down. But every so often, a coin slips through, untouched, unaltered, and suddenly becomes the holy grail for numismatists. That's exactly what happened with the 1993 P Mint Mark Washington quarter error. And here's the part that makes collectors' hearts race: only a handful exist. Yes, just a handful. The rarity alone makes it an object of immense desire. Now, let's talk urgency. Imagine owning one of these coins and waiting years before selling. Meanwhile, the market is booming, collectors are desperate, and millions of dollars are on the line. Every moment you wait, someone else could snatch the opportunity from you. The excitement of the coin market is electric, pulsating with energy, and if you know how to act strategically, it can literally transform your wealth overnight. But perhaps you're asking yourself, how do I sell a coin like this? Where do I start? How do I make sure I get the maximum value? These are questions that every potential seller must answer carefully. High-end coins like this one are best sold through verified auction houses, reputable dealers, or private collectors who understand the value of rarity and provenance. Timing, presentation, and documentation are everything. And speaking of auctions, can you picture this? A rare 1993 P Mint Mark Washington quarter error goes under the hammer. The room is tense. Collectors from across the nation compete silently but fiercely, raising paddles, each bid higher than the last. The excitement builds. The final hammer falls, and the coin sells for $2 million. A simple quarter, once dismissed as loose change, has just changed someone's life forever. Can you imagine being the person who walked in with a small jar of coins, unaware that one of them would bring them unimaginable wealth? That's the magic of rare coin collecting, small objects with enormous impact. But let's inject a little humor here, because we need a pattern interrupt. Imagine your coin jar is a treasure chest, and you're a pirate who never knew you were sailing the high seas of wealth. The booty is hiding in plain sight, jingling under your couch cushions. It's ridiculous, yet true. And it makes you think twice before tossing a single quarter into the wash. Back to the serious side, if you own any Washington quarters from 1993, especially the Philadelphia Mint, it's time to inspect them closely. Look for mint marks, unusual strikes, misalignments, or other irregularities. These small details could mean the difference between ordinary money and a multimillion-dollar treasure. And the potential isn't just theoretical. The coin market is thriving, driven by demand from collectors, investors, and museums. People are willing to pay extraordinary sums for coins that represent history, rarity, and perfection. Now, let's connect the dots, from ordinary pocket change to life-changing wealth, from ignorance to discovery, from a forgotten coin in your drawer to a centerpiece in an auction room. This journey mirrors the experience of countless collectors who started with curiosity and ended with financial freedom. And you might be asking yourself, could this happen to me? The answer is yes, but it requires attention, research, and action. Don't wait for luck to find you, seek it actively. Examine your coins. Consult experts. Verify rarity. Document provenance. And when the time comes, choose the right auction house or collector. The payoff, as history shows, can be astronomical. Finally, consider this: the 1993 P Mint Mark Washington $quarter coin error is more than just a collectible, it's a symbol. It's a reminder that fortune often hides in the smallest places, waiting for those who know where to look. It's a call to action for every American who has ever wondered how to sell old rare coins, how to make money from coins, or how to turn everyday change into millions. Can you picture yourself in that auction room, paddle in hand, claiming what could rightfully be yours? Can you imagine the freedom, the doors it could open, the lifestyle it could afford? So, take a moment. Look through your coin jars, examine your change, and imagine the possibilities. That 1993 Washington quarter might just be your golden ticket. Don't let the chance slip away. After all, history has shown us that ordinary coins can lead to extraordinary fortunes. And if you act wisely, the reward could be life-altering. Yes, $2 million, waiting quietly in your hands. Imagine holding in your hand a coin that the world barely even notices, yet it carries the potential to turn an ordinary moment into an extraordinary fortune. Today, we're diving into one of the most incredible stories in the world of rare coins, the 1995 D Mint Mark Washington $quarter coin error. Yes, the one that could fetch a staggering $2 million. And the question you should be asking yourself is, could you be holding your own treasure right now, in your pocket change? The story begins in 1995, a year like any other for most Americans. People were paying for coffee, tipping at restaurants, and emptying their spare change into jars at home. But hidden among the millions of quarters minted that year, a tiny mistake occurred, a minting error that would forever change the fortunes of the lucky few who discovered it. It's not just a coin, it's a rare anomaly, a twist in history that has collectors and investors on the edge of their seats. And the excitement doesn't stop at just owning it, it's about being part of a story that most people only read about. Now, you might be thinking, a coin error? Really? How does that even happen? Well, here's where it gets fascinating. Minting errors like this are not just small scratches or minor misprints. This is a coin where a die misalignment or striking mistake created something unique, something that the United States Mint could never replicate. And because it's so rare, the value skyrockets. Collectors, investors, and even museums compete for these coins as if they were pieces of priceless art. And let's be honest, who doesn't want a piece of history that's also a ticket to wealth? You might be sitting there, wondering, could I really have one of these in my own change jar? Or, how do people even find these coins? It's not just luck, it's awareness, knowledge, and a willingness to look closer than most people do. Some of the most valuable coins are discovered in the most ordinary places, in drawers, in wallets, even in the change that slips between your car seats. And here's the kicker: while most quarters go unnoticed, this tiny 1995 D Mint Mark Washington quarter error stands as a reminder that fortune often favors the vigilant. Let's take a step back for a moment. Imagine you're holding this coin. You know its story, you know its rarity, and you know its potential to fetch up to $2 million. The excitement is palpable. Your mind races: how would I sell it? Where do I even begin? Can I trust anyone with something so valuable? How do I turn a coin in my hand into millions in my bank account? These are not hypothetical questions, they are the real decisions collectors and sellers face. And the truth is, the path from pocket change to auction glory is one of strategy, patience, and timing. Speaking of auctions, here's where the real magic happens. Rare coin auctions aren't just sales, they're battlegrounds of desire and competition. Bidders from all over the world, from seasoned collectors to wealthy investors, are ready to pay extraordinary amounts for pieces like this. And it's not just about the coin itself, it's about owning a slice of history, a tangible connection to the past that only a handful of people will ever experience. If you've ever wondered how to sell old rare coins in the US, this is where the answer becomes crystal clear. Auctions, reputable coin dealers, and verified marketplaces are your gateways to transforming these tiny treasures into life-changing wealth. Now, let's pause for a second. I know what you're thinking, $2 million. That sounds insane. There's no way a coin from my pocket could be worth that much. But here's the truth, history is filled with stories of ordinary people who stumbled upon extraordinary value. There's something thrilling about the idea that a mistake, a small error in the minting process, could be the very thing that turns a lifetime of coins into a fortune. And yes, there's urgency here too. With each passing day, more coins disappear into private collections, never to resurface. The window of opportunity is real, and it's fleeting. You might laugh at this, but consider the power of curiosity. How often do you look at the coins in your hand and really examine them? How often do you think, could this be more than it appears? This is where your journey begins, and it starts with asking the right questions. How do I verify a rare coin? How do I determine its value? Where is the safest place to sell it? How do I make money from coins I already own? And most importantly, could that quarter in your pocket be the start of your path to unimaginable wealth? Let's connect the dots for a moment. This isn't just a story about a coin. It's a story about possibility. About spotting opportunity when others see only ordinary. About turning awareness into action, and curiosity into results. It's about understanding that fortune doesn't always come from hard work alone, it sometimes comes from being ready to recognize value when it appears. And for those who seize the moment, the rewards are more than financial, they're emotional, exhilarating, and utterly life-changing. And here's a question that should make your heart race. If you discovered a 1995 D Mint Mark Washington quarter error in your change, would you recognize it? Would you know to protect it, to value it, to take it to experts who could help you turn it into millions? This is where knowledge meets action. Collectors who understand the market, who know the auction circuits, and who can navigate the delicate process of selling rare coins are the ones who transform chance into fortune. But it's not just about selling, it's about understanding the ecosystem of rare coins. From grading, authentication, and appraisal, to finding the right buyer, every step is critical. And yes, there's risk, but with risk comes reward. This coin, once properly verified, could attract serious attention, bids, and offers that most people only dream about. And imagine the moment it sells for its maximum value of $2 million, how would that feel? How would your life change? And more importantly, could you be ready if that opportunity landed in your hands tomorrow? Now, let's bring it all together. This coin, this tiny piece of American history, embodies the intersection of luck, strategy, and timing. From the ordinary to the extraordinary, from pocket change to millions, it represents the very essence of possibility. And it's not just about money, it's about empowerment. About realizing that even the smallest, most overlooked items can carry enormous value if we pay attention, educate ourselves, and act decisively.